Hello, happy Friday. Hi, Stampers. Getting started on the new weekend. Hi, Amanda. Okay, I think I am set and ready to go. I'm gonna just bring my, hi, Karen. Bring things in here and let's do that. Whoops. We'll get it. We will get it. Okay. If you hear Todd, it's because we've got people doing things around here outside. And hi, Cindy. And so he's on the alert about that. Okay, so here is the June Hostess code, which is, what's the date today? It's good for a couple more days. And if you spend at least $35 with me using this code, then you will receive a little goodie next month. And here is my shopping site, so that's where you can go find all the wonderful Stampin' Up! Things if you don't have a catalog to look at. And this is the adorable set that I'm going to be using today, and you might be saying, wait, I've never seen that. It's not in the catalog. And you would be right. It is not in our annual catalog, but it is in the new beginner brochure. So you will find it online, and it's called Cute Fruit, and it really is so cute. And it's a photopolymer set, and it is on page 7 here. And there's lots of cute samples. There's little faces, so you can make it more whimsical, or you can leave the faces off, you know. And the card that I'm going to make today, we're not going to use the faces, but I think they're adorable. And if you didn't see the other items that are in this brochure, I'll go, it's very small, so it won't take long. I think there's a couple of sets in here that are also in the annual catalog, and then there's a couple of sets that are not. So this one, 4-season floral, I'm just going to do it fast. The Cute Fruit, I know for sure that's not in the annual. The Zany Zebras, which are, these are going to be on my next order. They are so stinking cute. So cute. I know this one's in there too, in the annual catalog. Hooray to You. Looks like a Mylar balloon. It's really cute. And then this one's in the annual catalog. Simply Citrus. Okay, so that is that. And then I just had a couple of things that I wanted to remind you of before we get started. The annual kickoff celebration, which just goes through this month. If you were to spend $250, you get an additional $25 in Stampin' Rewards. So that's just something to keep in mind, but that does only go through the 30th of June. And then also the Pick a Free Bundle Starter Kit promotion. So let's just say you got, you did some shopping in the catalog and you were going to spend around $100. Honestly, the best deal is to just sign up as a demonstrator. There is absolutely no obligation. For $99, you're going to get $125 in products of your choice. You get to pick them out completely. Plus, you'll get an extra bundle. And bundles are Stamp and Die sets or Stamp and Punch sets. And I mean, that's a really, really good deal. So you'll get all this extra free stuff for $99 and free shipping. If you did continue after your first 3 months to go ahead with it, you just would have to meet the monthly or the quarterly minimums. And, you know, that's at your retail price. So if you have any questions about that, you know, send me a message and I'd be happy to talk with you about it. So that is those things. And then here is this cute set, and we're gonna make a fun card. Have you guys seen all the Slimline cards that are out now? There's actually a Facebook page that has been, or group that has been created by somebody I know. Her and I became pen pals or Stampin' Pals many, many years ago. She lives in Australia. Her name is Frances Burney. I think that's how she says her last name. She's an awesome stamper. And so she created this group page called Slimline Addicts. So if you are interested in the long Slimline cards, or you're getting into the new craze for them, you could go request to be in that group. There are just some of the most great cards that I have seen being made and posted in that group. So I've been kind of busy and I'd been wanting to start making some of those and hadn't, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to get started and do one on my live today. So Slimline cards, if you do join that group, you can go into the files and you'll see some information on them. But there's two sizes that are considered Slimline cards. 9x4, which is what I'm doing today. I like that size, plus it fits a business envelope pretty much just right. You know, there's a little bit of leeway on the ends there. The other size is 8.5 by 3.5, so more narrow and shorter yet. I think I prefer the 9x4, you know, but either size is what is the norm, I guess, for a Slimline card. So I've made a base out of our basic black and a white piece for the inside. And then again today I am using the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper. I just like the bright colors in it. I thought it was really perfect for the card today, and I love all the kind of tie-dyed looking, most of the backs of the papers have different color variations of these sort of tie-dyed looking, or batik, whatever you want to call it, looking patterns. So that is going to be there. So I think I will go ahead and put this on to get started. So how is your guys' day going? I had been feeling some kind of sinusy something coming on, and woke up today really being nervous about it because it was still there. This isn't the most best time to feel like you're coming down with anything, so it kind of scared me. So I called my doctor's office because I have a visit with them scheduled for Monday, and told them I just wanted them to be aware that I had that happening. And so they changed my visit to a video call, which is fine. But I have to say, I am feeling much better now. You know how when you first get up in the morning and then before you go to bed is always the time you don't feel good? But I mean, if you're feeling bad already, I think what it is actually allergy stuff because I've been doing some things outside with gravel that was creating dust, and dust is one of my worst things that will bother my sinuses. And then I was also doing some maintenance on our Roomba, and that was dusty. So I think that was the issue because I am feeling better now, which is good. Okay, so the other papers I'm using are the, let me get it. What did I do with them? Oh, they're back here. They are the little 6x6 designer series papers. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Kathy. And I got they come in all the different color groups, and I got the one in brights because I love bright colors. And they have all these fun patterns. I'm just going to kind of flip through here so you can sort of see. But I love the polka dots, and I love all the words. Those are cute. And then I will flip through this side. Look at the wood grain. That's fun. So yeah. Great pack of papers, and like I said, they come in all the different color groups, and this one is the brights. So I'm going to be doing the polka dots, and these are, so like I said, my Slimline card is 9x4. This layer here, the designer paper, is 8 by 3.5. So is that right? 8.5, sorry, 8.5 by 3.5. Then I did little white squares that I'm going to be mounting these color blocks on. And I did these in 2.5-inch square. And then these are 2.25-inch square. And so let me just put these together, and then we'll have the base of the card done, and I can get to the stamping part. I like this side of the paper too. I think it's kind of just got that distressed look. And when I look at these, there's maybe it's just me, but to me, it's just like there's a definite pattern one way or the other. And I don't think there is, but to me, this is the more horizontal of the polka dots, and this is the more vertical. Maybe I have lost my mind. All right, let's get these on here. That doesn't look quite right. Oh gosh, it's hard when you can't be right over the top of your work. But the camera's there, so I can't. Okay, that's a little better. And I've got just a little bit of adhesive there that I want to get off. Okay. Oh, that's okay. I will look at it, Rebecca, when I am done. She said she messaged me, didn't realize I was live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you might wonder what I am talking about. So for those of you that always catch me here on Facebook, I do also have a YouTube channel. And it is also called JannaStamps. Only on YouTube, it is all one word. Okay, now then, as you can see, I have put some little lines on my paper, and what I did was measure out my card, and I put the corners there because I wanted to be able to line my blocks up on the front of my card and not have them come out wonky. So line them up as best as I can, right? And I always think when you're trying to do something like that, if you start with the center, it's so much easier to line up the outside ones. You don't really have to do much measuring that way. Once you have your center one in place, you can pretty much just eyeball the other ones. So I marked my corners. I've got my card there. I've got a center line, and so let me bring in my my little silicone sheet here. And what did I do with my ruler? Oh, here it is. Okay. So 2.5. So 1.25 is the center. So what do I want to do here? 1.25. And here is 1.25 down here. So if I just kind of get it in the middle, centered on the top and bottom, and I think that doesn't look right because my line is off. I must have gotten, what am I doing wrong? Let's just do the 4.5 line, and that'll be easier. 4.5. Okay, that looks about right, I think. Fingers crossed. Okay. Now you can totally just eyeball it and not go through all that rigmarole that I just did. But we won't do that with the outside ones. We will just put them the best we can. That looks pretty good. Do you guys like the bright colors? I love the bright colors. I have always loved bright colors. I love all the colors, but summertime especially, I think I just love the bright colors. Okay. All right, looks pretty good to me. So there is the base of our card. Now we can get to the fun stamping part. And I've got some scrap pieces here of Whisper White. And let me just do something with this so it's out of the way. And let me see, which piece of fruit do I want to start with? I think the pineapple. I I love the pineapple. Okay, and I'm going to color it up with Daffodil Delight, but I am also going to do a little shading on it with Soft Suede. Okay. My stamp pad's pretty juicy, so I'm seeing lots of little bubbles there. All right, I think we're okay. And so I'm going to use a finger dauber and just ink up a little bit of the Soft Suede and go around the edge. And before I re-ink it up again, I just like to kind of wipe it off on some scratch paper so I don't transfer any of that other color onto my ink pad, which probably wouldn't matter given this is, I'm using a darker color, but still, I just prefer to do that. Okay. So there we have that. Love it. And now I'm going to get the top here of the pineapple. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that top back off and I'm going to bring out the banana because I'm going to use the same colors for the banana. So rather than getting these all back out again, I will just go ahead and do the banana. All right. So using the same yellow and the same way that I colored up the pineapple, I'm going to do the banana. I love that there's a banana. There's so many cute things you can, other stamp sets you could put this with and stuff. I don't think we currently have a monkey, but I mean, of course, that would be really cute. Oh, you know what? I wanted to make sure I got a little more brown down here at the bottom. So there's one banana. You know, I don't like to eat mine when they get that ripe. Do you guys? They're getting ready for banana bread when they are that ripe, in my opinion. Then it's time for banana bread, which I love. Okay. So we will do that again, but this time I think I won't make this banana just quite as ripe as that one was. Trying anyway. I just like it to have that shadow. All right. All right, now let's see. I still need the brown. I can put the yellow away. Oops, must have got my finger in it. I got 3 fingers in it. I'm so bad about that. Okay, Aren't they cute? I love them. Okay, now let me get the little stem. Actually got the little stem for the banana. And I'm just going to do it in the same brown. So there's one. There we go. Cute. And now we can do the top to the pineapple. And I'm going to do that with garden green. Such a pretty green. How cute. Love it. This is just the funnest little fruit set. Okay, now what have I got left? The watermelon. So I can leave my green out, and then I'm also going to use the new Magenta Madness, which is gorgeous. I can put the brown away. Thought I had already put him away. Guess I left him out for the banana stem. Okay, so we'll do the rind of the watermelon first. And when there's like thin line type stamps, I like to lay them down and then pick them up with my stamp block. That way you don't stretch out the shape in some funky way. It's just easier when you're using a line sort of stamp to do that. Okay, there is the rind. I have not had any watermelon yet this summer, have you guys? I haven't really bought too much fruit lately. Cherries have been really sounding good too. However, Ken and I watched this video. I think it was one of the cops or live videos one time, and they pulled over this person that was selling cherries, you know, like at the stands, which we always have over here. And the cherries were just all loose in the back of their car, and it was disgusting. And now it's like, I don't know if I could buy cherries at a stand. I think we both looked at each other when we saw that, and it's like, oh my gosh. Cute. Okay. Do you guys get as excited when you stamp as I do? It just makes me happy. I guess that's what I've always loved about stamping. Okay, have we stamped? Nope, we've got to do the little greeting. Okay. So here I have die cut a circle using the layering circles. And I'm going to use the Your One in a Melon. I'm glad that it's not just me, Rebecca. Okay, and I'm going to stamp this with Memento Black. That one looked like it had a little smudge, probably from my fingers. Cute. Embossing, heat embossing is what actually got me really hooked on stamping, and then I just became addicted to it after that. Doesn't take long, does it? Okay, now I have another little finger dauber, and I'm using the Daffodil Delight again, and I'm just going to edge around this a little bit. So do you guys think you're going to get into making the slimline cards? I mean, it's just a different shape really, but they're so fun. I don't know why they're so addicting, but I think they really could be. And so yeah, let me know if you think you're going to try them. Doesn't mean you'll get addicted, but you might. Okay, now I've also cut out the little scalloped shape. I think these are both the smallest in the layering circles of the dies, and I cut that out of the basic black. And where's my dimensionals? Here they are. Just need to put a couple on the back of that, and then I can set that aside. And this, I have brought out my black Stampin' Write marker, and I'm using the really fine point, and I'm just gonna do the watermelon seeds, because watermelon seeds are not white. Well, they are. There's some white ones in there. We buy the seedless for the most part, but there's always still, seems like, some seeds. Oh, too cute. Okay. Since this one's the easiest one to cut out, I'm going to cut it out first. There is not a die set that goes with this set, but these are all pretty easy shapes to cut out. And that is one of the reasons why I think this is in the beginner brochure, because with solid stamps like this, you get instant satisfaction, in my opinion. You don't have to color them, so you don't have to feel like you have to be an expert at coloring or anything. They're solid. You just ink them up and stamp them out, and instant gratification. And they're pretty easy to fussy cut out. These are just so darn cute. Of course, if there were a die set, you know, I'd be all over that, but they're pretty easy to cut out. Okay, does anybody want banana bread now that I was talking about banana bread? It's one of my favorite things, and my mom always made the best. And I follow her recipe, and I don't care. I don't know if it's our altitude here or what. It never, my banana bread never seems to turn out as good as hers did. I think it used to before we moved to the coast, but it's definitely, you know, where you live when it comes to baking definitely makes a difference. I always remembered her saying, because she would make, at Christmas time, she would make fudge and divinity and stuff. And I always remember her saying, you know, if it's a humid day or whatever, not to make divinity when the weather's like that. And I know a lot of people don't like fruit cake, but I have her recipe for that too, and it's such good fruit cake. I love it. But there's so many people that don't like it. That and mincemeat pie. I always loved that too. Mom and I both loved mincemeat pie. I actually had real mincemeat. A couple of my aunts made real mincemeat one time, and I tried it too, only they probably used venison, and as a kid I didn't know any better probably. I don't care for that. I don't care for venison, but plus I think they put, well, it calls for some kind of booze in it. I think it's bourbon. But homemade mincemeat, it's different, but it's good. And it actually has meat in it, not like the other stuff, which is just all fruit. I like, Rebecca, you're saying that you like fruit cake. Ooh, with warm custard over. Oh my word, that sounds good. Harry and David puts out a good fruit cake, but it's primarily just fruit all stuck together. It's really good. It's got lots of nuts in it too. Whereas like the homemade fruit cake, the one that we make anyway, it's definitely got cake to it, you know. I mean, it's got that texture in it. It's not just simply fruit all stuck together. But both kinds are good. Okay, pineapple is done. So cute. All right, let's bring the card back in. Now, and this, and some dimensionals. So divinity is, how do I describe it? It's made with, I think, egg whites and sugar, of course, and it has typically, I think, chopped up pecans, and it's light and fluffy, and oh, it's just delicious. Of course, it's really super sweet, but it's very, very yummy. Thanks, Rebecca. Okay, now I wanted the lighter of the two bananas on the top, I think. And let's see. I just wanted to separate them a little bit, but I want it down here. Got the sticky side in the wrong. All right. That'll catch it. There we go. And I think probably what I should do is put just a drop of glue right there to hold them together. Cute. Okay, now then, I'm going to glue this straight down. There we go. Okay, now what did I do? Here's the inside. Decided I wanted to do just a little bit of something on the inside here. So I think do I want to do this? Yeah, I do. Okay. We'll give it a try, okay? Let's see if this is the right color for what I'm trying to do here. I think so. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay. I haven't used this little one yet, so it's an experiment. Where'd my stamps go? Oh. Okay. I knew they had to be right here in front of me. It's like, where are they? Okay, now let's try. There goes Todd again. Okay, that looks like It's gonna be cute. Let's try it. Am I getting it perfect? No, I'm not, but it's okay. You could make oranges, you could make limes. There's a kiwi in there too. 3 little orange slices. So cute. You're one in a melon. Let's see. Wishing you a slice of happiness. I couldn't ask for a sweeter friend. We are going to go with that. And I think I'm going to ink it up once and stamp it off because I have not used this one yet. Okay, let's try it. See if I can get it somewhat straight. Oh, I got it a little wonky. It's okay. It's not perfect. But I'm not going to glue it down because it will bug me. So anyway, that will go on the inside, but I will fix it because that will bother me. Let me put this away. Actually, I should have just left it out so I could do another one. So there it is. This is, and it's pretty much just like the first one I made. The paper's just a little bit different because I cut it from a different spot on the paper. So one's a little bit darker blue at the top than the other one. But I think it's cute. I didn't stamp anything on the inside of this one. And like I said, it will fit just right in a business-sized envelope. And this was the 9x4 card. But also you can do 8.5 by 3.5 for a slimline. So yeah, there it is. I like it. I think it's so cute. And like I said, if you wanted to make it more whimsical, you could always add the little faces on there, especially if you were doing it for a kiddo or something. That would be appropriate and cute. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Again, here is my thing that's good for a couple of more days. And if you think you want to sign up using that special, make sure you do it before the end of this month. I did get to look at the new holiday catalog that will be coming out August 1st for you. And there's some really great things in there. I'm not feeling into the holiday mode yet, so that part's a little bit hard, but you really have to get started early or it gets down to the last minute. It's like, oh man, I didn't get Christmas cards done. I've done that, believe me. Okay, thanks you guys for joining me, and I will see you again next Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.